Hello, dear students. I hope you're doing well. Today, we have a special lesson again. It is a special lesson revolving around the topic of coronavirus pandemic. In this lesson, you will learn about the reported speech, and specifically, you will learn how to report statements. Before we move to the lesson details, I invite you to watch a special animation to explore how the reported speech occurs in real-life situations.
Another special today. Dad, turn up the volume.
Good evening, dear loyal spectators. Welcome to your night show. Tonight's show is a special about coronavirus. So, first, I would like to welcome our special guest Mr. Abdurrahim Late, the Minister of Health. Sir, welcome to our show.
It is always a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Mrs. Sukaina, for having me.
You know, sir, that our country is running through hard times these days because of corona pandemic. So what has your ministry done to face it?
Well, last Friday, I contacted some Chinese officials to provide us with medical supplies, which will cost the country $20 million. This mainly includes 1,000 ventilators for patients who are unable to breathe physically, 2,000 cardiovascular monitors, 10,000 medical beds, and other necessary supplies like masks and gloves.
Great, and when will these supplies arrive to our country?
The new medical supplies may arrive to the country next Tuesday.
Interesting. What else, sir?
Yes, up to now, we have built 50 new medical facilities throughout the country to receive people contracting coronavirus. To your information, Mrs. Sukaina and the viewers, we are planning to build more in the future.
Well done, sir. I have just received a message on the show Facebook page from one of our viewers. May I read it to you?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Minister, is there a vaccine for the coronavirus? Your answer, sir.
Thank you for the question. As a matter of fact, I can't give a final answer, but what you need to know, dear citizens, is that National Laboratory for Medical Research has been working day and night to find a cure. One of the professors there says that he is very optimistic about the progress they are making. Until they discover a medicine, prevention remains the best solution to curb the virus.
Thank you, Mr. Abdurrahim Late, for your comforting and informative information.
The pleasure is all mine.
Dear viewers, the night show special stops here. See you soon on your next night show.
Hi Bob, how are you doing?
Hi Steve, I'm great. It's good to see you.
So am I, Bob.
Tell me, Steve, any news about coronavirus?
Don't tell me you missed last Saturday night show again.
Unfortunately, I did.
In fact, the special guest was Mr. Abdurrahim Late, the Minister of Health.
Wow, how could I miss that? Steve, did he announce anything special about the pandemic?
Well, first, he revealed that the previous Friday, he had contacted some Chinese officials to provide them with medical supplies, which would cost the country $20 million. He explained that mainly included 1,000 ventilators for patients who were unable to breathe physically, 2,000 cardiovascular monitors, 10,000 medical beds, and other supplies like masks and gloves. He added that the new medical supplies might arrive to the country the following Tuesday.
That's great. I bet that will help a lot these days. What else did he say?
All right. He also announced that up to then, they have built 50 new medical facilities throughout the country to receive people contracting coronavirus, and he informed the citizens that they were planning to build more in the future.
I really appreciate that man. He and his assistants in the ministry are making great effort. Steve, anything about a vaccine against the virus?
As a matter of fact, that was a question that was posted on the show Facebook page by one of the viewers. The minister replied that he couldn't give a final answer, but he assured the citizens that the National Laboratory for Medical Research had been working day and night to find a cure. He added that one of the professors said that he was very optimistic about the progress they were making. So, dear friend, until they discover a medicine, prevention is the best solution to protect ourselves from the virus.
I hope you have now developed an idea about the reported speech and reporting statements. Now, let's watch the lesson for more details. Welcome to the reported speech lesson. Today's special focus will be on reporting statements. The question now, what is the reported speech? Reported speech is when you tell somebody else what you or a person said before. To illustrate, let us consider the following example.
I'm sick today.
That was the grandmother direct speech. Now her grandson is going to report what she said to David.
Grandma said she was sick that day.
To report a statement, you need a reporting verb, for example, say, announce, reveal, state, assure, tell, etc. Remember that, when the reporting verb is in the past, check whether you have to change pronouns, tense, place and time expression. Let's consider the following example from the animation. Well, last Friday, I contacted some Chinese officials to provide us with medical supplies.
He revealed that the previous Friday, he had contacted some Chinese officials to provide them with medical supplies.
I bet you could notice the changes on the reported sentence. However, when the reporting verb is in the present, there is no change in tense or expressions of time and place, but we need to pay attention to pronouns. To illustrate, let us consider the following example.
I feel sick these days.
Grandma says she feels sick these days.
Also remember that, when a person reports his own speech there is no change in pronouns. To illustrate, let us consider the following example.
I feel sick. I told Bob I felt sick.
Now, let's learn about the major tense changes when reporting statements. Feel free to pause the video and read the following table carefully. Remember that some modal verbs change as well. Normally, the modal verbs could, should, would, might, needn't, ought to, and used to do not change. But the modal verbs in the following table change. You may pause the video to read it carefully. Finally, place, demonstratives, and time expressions change if the context of the reported statement, that is to say the location and/or the period of time, is different from that of the direct speech. Study the following table for the major changes. You may pause the video to explore them carefully. Now, I invite you to explore more examples based on the animation. Yes, up to now, we have built 50 new medical facilities throughout the country to receive people contracting coronavirus. To your information, Mrs. Sukaina and the viewers, we are planning to build more in the future.
He also announced that up to then, they have built 50 new medical facilities throughout the country to receive people contracting coronavirus, and he informed the citizens that they were planning to build more in the future.
Dear students, the lesson stops here. See you soon in another animated lesson. If you liked the lesson, subscribe, activate the bell, click like and comment. Finally, share the video.